That was all right.
Mm-hmm.
It's another tough one here.
613.
613. Oh, it's just one page. Good. Then we have a short story.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
How are you doing?
Who, me?
Yeah, you're doing
Oh,
good.
I'm just waking up.
Good. Well, usually
I
you
should
work
have
right
started reading now, but I'm not going to do it over again.
at night. No, I asked you to read some of my favorites.
Oh, well, that's possible. Yeah,
But you usually work at night, though, don't you?
yeah. I mean, I'm not going to type tonight.
Yeah. You using a word processor now?
Computer.
Computer?
Yeah, and it's just about double my output.
Has it really?
And I think, it's a hell of a thing to say, but I think the work is just as good.
Yeah.
No carbons.
Right.
There's so many conveniences. I mean, you correct things right on the screen. I mean, it's one of the most marvelous inventions ever. The computer, the greatest invention of all time, I think. And I was very hesitant to
get
Linda
rid of the
said,
IBM?
should I get your computer? It's, I don't know, IBM.
Well, you had an IBM
I thought it would.
typewriter
I
for
thought
a
it
while.
would. I thought it would gulp up my soul, but it didn't. I don't think it has. It's hard to tell sometimes.
We never know.
So you use one? Oh, they're great.
I love them.
Remember the days of a carbon? You put a carbon in between two sheets of paper. Ridiculous.
I have every typewriter I've ever owned. I've kept them for some reason. I don't know, through
You
divorces.
have every what?
All the portable typewriters I ever owned.
Oh, yeah.
You have
And I have these Underwoods.
Oh, yeah. You can't use them, can you? When the computer breaks down, I tried, I couldn't type. I said, what the hell?
Hank, you have your electric over there on the floor.
Yeah.
He saves it. And I have his old manual over there, which I use.
You can
He
go
won't.
go ahead.
No, that's it.
You can go from computer to electric in maybe 20 minutes practice. But to jump from computer to manual, it's like total madness. You say, what? Nothing works.
You can't do it either?
Was Ham and Rye written on a computer?
No.
That was
I've only had the computer in, 2 or 3 years?
Oh, Hollywood was
It's the
written on a
third
computer.
year.
No.
Third year.
Just very recent. Couple years.
This is the third year.
Third year coming up. Oh.
Are you working on a new novel?
Yeah. It's, people are going to say I lost it. Because
No, they're
it's a
not. It's
detective
fabulous.
novel.
Oh, wonderful.
And I'm just kicking my legs out, and this guy's doing all kinds of outrageous
Tell them what
things.
it's called.
Pulp. Dedicated to bad writing. And
It's incredible,
really,
John. It's adorable. You'll
because
love
I can make this guy say and do things I wouldn't ever dare do, but maybe I'd want to do.
it. So funny. Absolutely.
He's a vile and marvelous creature all rolled into one.
It's a whole new realm.
Yeah. But what happens, I get him to such jams that I can't work him out, and it takes 2 or 3 weeks before I can do the next chapter, figure out how to work him out of his jam. I don't know how it's going to end. But so far, it's lucky because it's tight, and it jumps. If it stops jumping, stops getting tight, I'll just say, well, it ends here. What the hell? I haven't committed suicide or something.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
They've put chapters of it in Buzz magazine. You know that? Buzz.
I don't.
It's some LA magazine.
No, they just print LA stuff.
They print some of his chapters in there.
It's not Henry.
Hmm?
Is it Chinaski?
No, this guy. I hate to tell you his name.
Tell your name.
Mickey Belaine. Oh, how corny can you get,
Oh,
Mickey
honey.
Spillane. This is a detective story to him. Nobody will ever write another one after this. This has Hammer, Chandler, Spillane, and me in it. So, I'm having a lot of fun. That's all.
I bet.
Yeah. But like I say, he gets in these jams. And I sit out the racetrack sometimes in between races. How the hell am I going to get him out of this one? So,
I was thinking
anyway.
you coming back on the harbor, figuring, what am I going to do with my
On the harbor, I never, driving, I don't think too much of other things.
In
Do you
between
really?
races.
I'm not unable
listen to
to.
music?
Yeah, I do too.
What do you like to listen to?
What I've been listening to? I've been listening to Charles Ives lately.
Wow,
Mm.
nice.
Crazy American composer. Right?
Yeah, he was out there, wasn't he?
He was crazy.
Well, he just replayed other melodies in his own way, a lot of them,
Yeah, but he
Did it as a hobby.
Yeah. But I mean, the best of America is that kind of thing where things just break it loose and you never know what's going to happen. That kind of thing.
You ever listen to the talk show, 640?
No.
I do sometimes, because you get some interesting stuff now.
Well, you have a great ear for the American vernacular.
Yeah, I try to pick. I don't really. I just do it to entertain myself. I'm not trying to help my writing. But yeah, they say I'm good with dialogue. I've lived a lot. I've heard enough fucking conversations. I ought to be.
Well, your ear is uncanny for
Yeah,
American speech.
yeah.
You have that flat patter down.
Yeah. factory workers and all that.
Well, the people that
I
never
was
get
a
written
bl-
about.
I was blessed with a crappy life. That's all. Crappy life to write about. Was really lucky, a lot of writers that get famous when they're 22, 23, and then they're in the literary world. They're going to cocktail parties, and nothing's happening but that. So they miss out on the manure pile. So anyhow,
And you kept trying to leave Los Angeles.
yeah, I kept coming back.
Why'd you keep trying to leave? I mean, you're always heading out, right?
I don't know. For a while, there's always the dream you're going to hit a city that's different than the others. That's just stupid. You're going to meet different people a different way. Each city is a little bit different, but not that much. It's populated by people, that's all. So there's not much you can do. So I got tired of looking, and I came back, and here I am. Reading for Harper Collins, is that it? Or Collins Harper?
One of your lines was, I think, you had this great line that you said, I left LA because I had too many friends there.
Oh, I don't think I ever had many friends.
Or you knew too many people.
Oh, jeez, I don't think you got that line quite right. You might be right. Oh, I think I was applying for a job somewhere. I used that as a bullshit line. Oh, yeah.
I took it seriously.
Oh, yeah. I was, the application, filling out the form, talking to oh, yeah. They held me back. Oh, you have read me. Oh, I see. The guy believed me. I want to forward my career. I had too many people. I had too many friends holding me back. Yeah. Well, you got to get a job. You kind of give them a little bullshit, what they want to hear. I was always lucky in landing jobs. There'd be 10 guys in the sitting room. They'd take me for some damn reason. And I guess I finally figured out the reason. They figured out I was dumb, and I was too dumb to steal. So they took me.
Well, you had a phrase. I mean, when I got this assignment, I went back and looked through the things I underlined, that you said about your father. There was the indecent dullness, which I thought was one of the most amazing descriptions I've ever heard.
It fits my father very well.
Indecent dullness.
Mm-hmm. He was a champion at that. Oh, God. He talked about the job, was all he ever talked about. He come home from work and he'd start talking about the job, what he did on the job that day. Till they fell asleep, they'd be talking about the job. So I'm laying in the other room and I said, hell, if this is what happens, I don't want a job ever. Now I got one reading onto tape for...
Isn't it fun?
No, I cussed Martin. I said, you know, I got out of the post office, now you want me to read for 5 hours? For Christ's sake. But, like I said, I'm a spoiled toady. I should be overjoyed to be doing this, but I'm not.
Oh, maybe a little bit.
No, I think it's kind of funny and ridiculous. I'm not overjoyed. I think it's kind of weird. That's all.
Yeah.
But I'm not down on it. It's just, it's a freaky thing. It's not quite right. But I'll go with it a little bit.
Well, is it like what you say about poetry, that there was always something suspect about it?
Yeah, reading especially. There's something suspect about it.
Did you have happy childhood?
Oh, not that I remember.
Then you didn't. Your mother might be listening. His parents are listening. I don't know if they're alive or not. But.
Where did you grow up?
In western Pennsylvania, in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Right, which was...
Oh, this is Philadelphia.
Bryn Mawr.
oh, that's fancy. I grew up in lower middle class.
Uh-huh.
And Pittsburgh was a working town.
Yeah.
Philadelphia was a fancy town.
Yeah.
I remember the only thing I knew about Pittsburgh, I was passing through on a bus going somewhere. And of course I was starving and poor as usual. And I remember a guy was walking along the sidewalk and he dropped a $5 bill and there was no way I could get it because the bus was moving. So I remember about Pittsburgh, the $5 bill I couldn't pick up.
That was a lot in those days.
Oh, hell yeah.
But you always wrote about Los Angeles in a way that seemed to be more accurate than what Chandler did.
Yeah, well, Chandler, I think, he mentions Sunset Boulevard or something. I think it's more of a flash thing, a kind of an LA flash, I think I get the people of LA in there more, But I shouldn't say that. But I should. This is where I've been, so.
I always felt that you got to me what the pantry felt like.
What was that?
The pantry restaurant downtown.
Oh, the pantry.
Or Clifton's Cafeteria.
Oh, good old Clifton's, yeah. I'd taken Linda down there.
Felipe's.
Yeah, Felipe.
For French dip sandwiches.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Oh, yeah, good old, and the same old waitresses there. Never fire them.
I always remember you talking
There's
about
no turnover at Felipe's. There's a good-hearted owner. Oh, well, I don't know who runs it now. And about the bums, they'd say, the waitresses or the people would say to the owner, well, how about the bums? Well, if they sit there and drink their coffee, don't bother anybody. Leave them alone. Or if they just sit there, leave them alone. Don't bother them. So, there's a good-heartedness there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Used to be.
norms. You'd always talk about norms.
Well, that was in Hollywood. That
Pico.
was kind of that was just a place where you went with your hangover,
You mentioned a good deal.
Mm.
But you always seem to have captured the sense of space between people in this town. The kind of a loneliness, the physical loneliness that happens here.
But if I do, it's not a deliberate thing. It just happens as I write it down. I don't know what I'm doing, But I think, for some reason, I'm not really in with the in boys, I think my writing is really pretty fucking powerful stuff. But I think after I'm dead and safe, they're going to trot me out. I'm going to really be discovered, Bukowski, it's going to be sickening. But right now, I like it this way, kind of quiet. And, course, this reader thing may spoil things, but what the hell? I can be spoiled a little, right? Okay.
Well, you always seem to be like a prophet of decency.
You trying to ruin my sales?
It's beautiful.
Trying to ruin my
No,
book?
that's
I
so
always thought
true.
you
That's
were a
such a
prophet of
beautiful thing to
decency.
say. That's so true that he said that. Not many people would say that. That's very, very true.
I don't know what I am. I'm going to the bathroom.
Go quick, I'm next.
Okay.